Hello, ladies and gentlemen and friends, and welcome to this new edition of Sartorial Talk. Today, we are going to speak about ready to wear. Yes, you heard it well. On this channel, we are speaking most of the time about made-to-measure or bespoke tailoring, but today, we have a special guest who is a representative of Pini Parma, very famous sartorial brand in France, in Belgium, and in Italy, and all around the world because they have a very active online shop. But their specialty is ready-to-wear tailoring. And this is very interesting because in France, and I think it's probably the same all around the world, the center of the market these days is made to measure. Everybody is going back to custom suiting, and for good reasons, actually. We've been promoting a lot this on this channel. But there are still a few people, and most of the time there are Italian brands who are used to provide for professional bankers, lawyers, people like Canali, Palzilieri, Corlegnani, all these big brands, but who have been slowing down a little bit in Europe. I think it's the same in the US in favor of the made-to-measure. But Pini Parma in France decided to continue made-to-measure, but to offer a very high level made-to-measure for a very affordable price. This is why I'm very happy to receive at my table today in our living room in Bourgogne, Romain Chesnel, who is the area manager for Europe for Pini Parma. So Romain, it's a great pleasure to have you. And we're going to discuss about the difference between ready-to-wear, made-to-measure, and why a company like yours has so much success since its inception in 2017. Hello, Romain. Welcome at my table. Hello, and how Hugo. Do you do, my friend?
Thank you very much. Pretty good. I'm really happy to be here and discuss with you about the brand.
Yes. And Pini Parma, I think you have to check me on that, but I think we were the first to speak about Pini Parma back in end of 2016, beginning of 2017. I think we may have been the first people to speak about it. Is that right? Did you check this with Thomas, the founder?
We didn't check, but probably yes, because even myself I discovered Pini Parma on
Parisian
Gentleman blog. Yes. So probably and for sure, thanks to you, we grow a lot, and we get people get to know about us thanks to you. Mm-hmm. So for sure, you were one of the first, if it's not the first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm very happy for that because it's our job to try to unveil some gems. And so let's speak a little bit about this brand quickly, because the founder is not with us. He was busy, so he sent you to us, but we know you're a very important person in this organization these days. So Thomas Pini, if I remember well, I met Thomas. So Thomas Pini, and he's from Parma. So Pini Parma. He created this brand with his wife, who is very important. So it's a family. It's a
family business
at the beginning. And I knew Thomas Pini when he was a salesman at Boggi Milano, back in, I would say the mid-2010s. And he decided all of a sudden to say, okay, I have enough to work for somebody else. I have this taste and this high knowledge in the sartorial world. I want to create my own brand. And believe me, it's always a big bet. Like even in 2016, as far as I know, Thomas doesn't have a big financial group behind him. It's really from the ground up. He created this brand with this obsession is to offer the best ready-to-wear that people can offer. Tell us a little bit about the universe of Pini Parma. How can we describe this brand in a few words to these people? I would say first it's Italian.
Yeah, so the DNA is quite clear for everyone now. So it's an Italian brand. Yes. So from A to Z. So that means we are producing everything made in Italy. Yes. But we also have a very strong Italian style, Italian flair. Yes. From the fabrics that we choose to the design of the lapel or of the jackets. So we have every Italian lifestyle, and we try to bring people into this. Yes. Thanks to the Italian flair that Thomas had when he created the brand with Claudia.
Yes. Claudia is the name of his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. So they both of them are 100% Italian.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I remember the beginning of this brand. Everybody was. It was kind of jaw-dropping Because we said, what? These people, they can offer in ready-to-wear suits and jackets, and now knitwear, and now casual wear, and now chinos and trousers, and even glasses. So it's a full lifestyle proposal that you offer, but you are offering this, and this is from my perspective what makes you different from others, with sartorial details. That is to say, you offer things that normally people are unable to find in ready-to-wear. Give us a few examples of all the detail that can be found in every Pini Parma garment, or not every, but what is mainly what we found currently in your collection.
So let's talk about the jacket first.
Yes.
So most of the jacket comes online, which is quite different to the fully lines that you can easily find on the market. But the online traduces the fact that we are looking for something as light as possible.
No online, no lining.
No lining at all, except of course for the sleeves. Otherwise, it's quite difficult to put on the jacket. You will find also a very light construction of shoulder.
Yes.
A very high vent.
Yeah.
You will find also patch pockets that traduce also a little bit more casual style into this.
Yes.
Also in terms of trousers, we try to bring all the details from the bespoke into the ready-to-wear.
Yes.
For example, we do until now only side adjuster trousers.
So we're going to show it, because we have and this is something really you can't please me more, because disclaimer, I'm not a big fan of belts. Everybody knows on this channel and on Parisian Gentleman. It doesn't mean that there are not some fine producer of belts. People are doing a fantastic job, and I can understand people like it. It's kind of more of a habit for many people. But me, I'm promoting, since I started Parisian Gentleman, side adjusters or anything that will not cut your silhouette into. And this is what you propose. We have a beautiful trousers. The trousers here go with this beautiful suit, by the way. 2-button, peak lapel, magnificent. It's a flannel, right? Yeah. The hand is marvelous. Describe, this is a typical Pini Parma
trousers that we do at 90% of the time.
Yes.
So you will find this kind of trousers separately, but also with the jacket. So it's
because you sell trousers separately
as well.
And it's a big sale at your place.
Yeah, sure. This is one of the bigger sale ever. So people are looking for this kind of details and come to us for that. So just to give you a small example, the waistband of the trousers is about 5 centimeters high.
This is big.
Which is quite big.
Yes. For ready-to-wear.
For ready-to-wear again.
Yes.
Closed by 2 buttons, which is also another sartorial detail. You will find, of course, a pleat trousers. Yeah. So again, to traduce more roomier.
Pointing outside, not inside.
Yeah, of course.
I always wonder the difference, because people say, the British are more inside, the Italian more outside. It's not really true. It depends.
Yeah, I can't be 100% sure where it comes from. But our trousers come with the pleat.
Outside.
Outside, forward. Some people love to call it like that.
How do they call it?
Inward or forward.
Outwards.
Yeah. So again, the pleat will give more rooms. It will more comfort when you sit, when you put the arms into the pocket. So this is what you can find into our trousers. Of course, as I said, only side adjuster.
Side adjuster. Yeah. And you were telling me when we were preparing this show, that is to say a few minutes ago, that when Thomas Pini started Pini Parma, he was offering only side adjusters and no belt loops for the people who like that. Is that true?
That's true. So for most of the customer at the beginning, it was quite weird and strange for them, because it was like just new.
Yes.
So we had to discuss, talk, and convince the
to
people
explain
that
why,
exactly why we went for this kind of detail.
Yeah. Explain me why.
It's
imagine
super easy.
I'm a customer and I said, Mr. Romain, there's no belt loop. What do I do with my belt? And what will be your answer? At the time, because now you are proposing belt loops, but at the time you decided to do only side adjustment. And how would you convince me of that?
So the best way to sell something to someone is not about talking. Yeah. So if the customer is just trying on, he will directly feel, because we are talking about a feeling there.
Yes.
It's much more comfortable because it will come at your natural waist.
Yes.
And you will be able to adjust, thanks to the side adjuster, at the millimeters that you need, and you can play during the day on that, because you know that when you wear a belt, you are supposed to use, of course, the
holes, and they have a difference between the holes. Yeah, it can be large. Actually.
Yeah. So with that, you can play at the millimeters exactly that you need and that you want during the day, because of course, if you
after a good meal, for example,
exactly, you can let out a little bit the waistband. Yeah. So this is the way of selling this kind of trousers. Just try on, you will see that it's much more comfortable, and as you say, it's not gonna break your silhouette. So you will look also taller, and I guess this is what most of the people are looking for today.
Of course, and this is one of the things, this little detail on your trousers, and the fact that at the beginning, now it's no more the case, but Mr. Pini wanted only this on his trousers and not belt loops. It's a symptom, in my opinion. It is testimony of the fact that this man and his wife and now the team, they really promote this sartorial culture. And this is why I really love this company, because you are, in my opinion, it's true in France, you're the only one who offer these kind of details in ready-to-wear. And I don't know if it's the same in the US, probably the same. You sell a lot in the US, by the way, but online.
Yeah, online.
Okay, so we have a lot of people who are watching this show, of course, from the USA. And so is it easy for you to sell online? Because we know a lot of people have a kind of, it's not that easy to buy. I think mainly for the first order, because as soon as you have your size, it's easy.
Exactly.
But the first order, so how do you manage to... You help them, I suppose, or you have a very precise table to explain your sizing? Because this is something I know that your brand is interesting a lot of Americans who are looking for sartorial style with a lot of Italian details, but for a very reasonable price. We're going to speak about the price just after. So what is your experience about selling to American people online?
So as you said, as soon as you get to know your size, it's quite easy, because all the trousers are cut with exactly the same fit.
Yes.
So as soon as you already order once, it's quite easy, because you can go ahead, because it's going to be exactly the same fit. For the first order, first of all, you have the free shipping and free return, even if you are based in US.
Okay.
And you don't pay also custom, because the custom will take in charge on that. So the price that you can see on the website is the final price for you.
That's very important.
So that's quite easy for them. Yeah. And of course, we have a size chart on the website that explain exactly the centimeters of the waistband, and there is also a few questions to let's say determine your size based on your age, how tall you are, and it's quite efficient. Okay. So it works pretty well. Yeah. We also have a customer service that can, of course, help you about the size. Yes. We also insert all the time on your order alteration guideline. So that's mean, if you receive the trousers, because for some people they will say, oh no, this is not the right size, but it's just because maybe you need to adjust with your local tailor, of course.
Of course.
Tiny things. Yes. So we explain, let's say, the basic alterations that you could do on the trousers to have the perfect fit.
Okay. So in your experience, you would say 90% of the time it works very well, even more, I suppose?
Yeah, of course, the trousers come unfinished. So you have to do at least length of the trousers, which is basic. But after that, mainly alteration will be about the waistband. Yes. Because for some people, maybe the waistband will be a bit too loose. So you can easily ask your tailor to take it in. It's a very basic alteration, so don't be afraid about that, because it's quite easy.
And how about the jackets? You don't have many problems about the size.
To be honest, about the jackets, most of the time it fits perfectly, or sometimes could be about the sleeve length. The sleeve length can be easily shortened or extended a little bit. And if you really need approval or help about that, feel free to contact us through email or with the customer service. We will help you.
Basically, it's safe for you to buy online. And worst case, it doesn't fit, you send it back for free.
That's it.
So things like that. Okay, there's one thing also that will interest a lot our public, is that at Pini Parma, of course, so you find suits, sport jacket, trousers, shirts, a lot of shirts.
A lot of shirts.
Okay. And also knitwear, as far as I know, polo shirts and jumpers and everything you can dream of. And you go as far as offering accessories like even glasses.
Yeah,
that it's Italian glasses.
yeah. Everything is made in Italy, so there is no question about that. Yeah. All the products that you can find are made in Italy, and yes, now the collection is wider. Yes. So normally you can find everything that you need to get dressed for every occasion. Yes. From, as I said, a swim shirt. If you go on holiday and you need a pair of swim shirt, sunglasses, you can find everything on the website.
Mm-hmm. That's very impressive, because I remember this is a very young company, 2017, and you managed to reopen. And I think that your main factor of success is, once again, this is why we personally love this brand and love the work of Thomas and his wife and you, that we didn't know each other before this interview, is that you really offer, I think in your field, you have no competition, at least in France. Of course, I don't know for the UK or the US or all the other companies around the world, but in ready-to-wear, you have no competitor, because you're doing a fantastic job with real lapels, with real proportion, with something which is purely Italian flair. This is 100 Italian, this is your DNA. But also, there's something that I really like at Pini Parma, is that at this place you can find things that are normally difficult to find in ready-to-wear. Namely, double-breasted suits. For example, do you sell a lot of double-breasted suits?
A lot of double-breasted, a lot of things that you say very different. So we try to select also fabric which are not really common to find into the ready-to-wear collection.
Because ready-to-wear collection most of the time is blue and gray.
Yeah, blue and gray with fabric a bit flat, because we try to find, of course, some things that will fit, let's say, every people. Mm-hmm. But there we really try to bring people into our style and into our direction. Yes. So that's why we go for something a bit stronger, comparing to the other brand. Yes. For example, with offering double-breasted, not only double-breasted with corduroy fabric, which is
behind me,
which is quite rare.
You see it? Okay, it's here. It's a corduroy, double-breasted. It's gorgeous. I really like that. We were talking, because we just recorded the French edition of this show just before, and we were speaking about this jacket specifically to pair with white trousers in winter. Yeah. Once again, I was saying to you, Pini Parma offer things that you don't really normally find in ready-to-wear, but at your place, you can find white trousers for winter. Explain to me this.
Yeah, the white trousers, doesn't matter if we are talking about summer or winter. Yes. They are the best seller.
Bestseller at Pini Parma. That's crazy.
That's just unbelievable. So that means people are trusting us, because of course they try to follow the advice that we give. Yes. In terms of style advisor. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, the white pants even in winter is the best seller.
White, off-white.
Off-white, of course. Yeah, we are not talking about fully white. But to be honest, it's finally the easiest color to combine when you think about it. Because
so explain to me, if I come and we decided we're going to do this in September, October, when the winter and the winter collection will be in your store. So say, I want to try a white trousers for winter. Yeah. Will I be able to pair this with a corduroy jacket, for example?
Of course. If you pair exactly the turtlenecks that we have there in merino off-white with this sage corduroy double-breasted jacket, you can easily pair it with a white pair of pants. It's going to be, of course, very soft. Yes. But this is what we are looking for into the style and silhouette of Pini Parma. So don't be afraid about the white pants, even in winter. Of course, it can be quickly dirty. But you have to live also with your clothes. So don't be afraid to have a small.
Oh, you mean when it's it can become dirty quickly?
Yeah, of course.
Life makes you dirty, and whatever.
And this is maybe what will make the trousers even more beautiful, with a tiny,
let's say, a little bit of patina of life.
Exactly.
So that's very interesting. And I also, I think it was the most surprising for me. I also found on your website, and so I suppose you have it in your stores, Solaro suits in ready-to-wear. Because that's, honestly, I don't have a recall of a place where you can find a Solaro in ready-to-wear. So you're going to re-explain to our viewers what a Solaro is, even if I would say most of them know what a Solaro is, but explain to us what is a Solaro suit? It's a suit, we call it a connoisseur suit. That is to say, it's a suit that people who are not interested in the sartorial world, they don't know what a Solaro is. But it means that you have a clientele of people who are really passionate about that, and so you offer ready-to-wear Solaro. Just for our viewers, re-explain quickly what a Solaro is.
So there we are not talking, of course, about the original Solaro, which is normally English fabric.
Yes.
But they're on the more lighter way. So this is a fabric that is normally beige, tending to reddish.
We're going to show pictures.
Reddish side, due to the light on the fabric. It's also a herringbone way of weaving the fabric, so that's why it reflects a lot of the light and the colors. And for us, it becomes like a basics that we produce every summer season, because for us it's
a real connoisseur suit.
It's like
people who are wearing Solaro, passing by another guy who is wearing Solaro, they immediately connect, because it's a very specific thing. So the thing about the herringbone is that one slice is in normal color and the other one is in some kind of orange red to reflect the sun, right? It's a very technical...
in fact, at the beginning, I think it was just to reflect the sun and the UV. Of course, it's not really the case anymore, but we keep the charm of the reflection of the fabric. And let's say we went also for something like really fully pictured. So that's mean we produce it on the very Napolitan way, with a 3-roll-2 shearing shoulders as well, 3-roll-2 jacket, patch pocket, of course, online, so we can see the back part of the fabric, which is also quite interesting for the Solaro fabric, and with AMF stitching at 6 millimeters from the edge, so it's like the fully picture of the
AMF
Napolitan.
Stitching is over stitching, we can do.
This is peak stitching, so this is a stitching that you can find on the lapels and on the pockets. So it's like the fully picture of the Napolitan suit. Beside that, we also did it in blue, let's say, to put a first step into the Solaro suit, if you want to start with that, which is a blue tending to an aqua green with the reflection of the sun.
Okay, so it means that in a first summary of our little discussion about that, and I think it's just a confirmation of the feeling I had about Pini Parma, is that you can close pretty much everybody. You have an expertise on ready-to-wear, that is to say you are able to close, let's say, 95% of the morphologies. And this is something that we discussed a lot on this channel. You know, we've been promoting the made-to-measure and bespoke culture, of course, but we still need, in my opinion, a good ready-to-wear proposal for the people, for example, like me, or for other people who are bespoke generally, but they just want quickly to have a summer jacket, for example, or a safari jacket, or even more a sweat shirt, or something a little bit different, a turtleneck. We can have this at your place, but all of them made in Italy, 100%, and with sartorial, refined details. And it's something that you've been playing a lot on that at the beginning. That is to say, Pini Parma can dress everybody, but on top of that, they can also dress the people who are passionate and connoisseurs. And this is something which is extremely, I can congratulate you for that, because honestly, I don't see any competitor for you worldwide. Give us a little bit of an idea of what you have in your drawers for the seasons to come, because I know you've been extremely creative. You told me, for example, that the suits is like 25% now of your turnover. Something like that. So what do people buy at your place? Sport jacket?
Sport jacket. So and even the sport jacket is going also a little bit lower, thanks to the new way of dressing during the office day. But people are looking for something dressed, but not too much. So, for example, the safari jacket is something that is quite interesting, because it's, let's say, in between. So you can be very elegant.
Casual chic.
Yeah, exactly. So, for example, for the safari jacket, we use Super 180 flannel from Drago.
That's
which
crazy.
Is like incredible because when you feel it and touch it, it
Can
looks
we
like
show
a
it on the screen? This one, you have it already?
Yeah, plenty of colors for winter.
Super 180 wool from Drago, fantastic mill, by the way.
Line.
And safari jacket. How much will this cost?
It's going to be 450 euros.
450 in Super 180?
Yeah.
Mamma mia, Pini Parma. This is really good.
That's an incredible price for what you get, to be honest.
Yes.
And of course, we also enlarge the collection. So we do knitwears, as you say. So if you are also looking for just turtleneck, simple, for a more casual day or for a weekend, you can easily find what you're looking for.
Made in Italy also.
Made in Italy,
in Tuscany.
There is no exception at
all. Is it in Tuscany?
Tuscany for knitwears.
Yeah.
Talking about the jacket, it's made in Napoli, for example. Shirt as well.
Yeah.
So you can find normally everything that you need from Monday to Sunday, and even during your holiday, if you're looking just for a polo, short sleeves, we do it. If you're looking for the swim shirt, we do it. So you can normally find everything, but on the sartorial way. So you will always find a good fabric or details that you are not really expect on this kind of product.
Real lapels. This is something that people were coming in at the beginning. They were coming to Pini Parma in Paris, because originally the first shop was in Paris. It's still at the same place, Rue de la Boétie, close to the Champs-Élysées in Paris. And I remember, as we were the first to speak about Pini Parma, I remember all our readers who were passionate that will go there because they say, Mr. Jacomet, at last, we have real lapels. We have the real proportion of what men's style should be. And this is something that you told me that your clientele was mainly a clientele of passionate people. Is that still true in 2024?
It's still true. Of course, the market is coming bigger, but it's mainly composed by people aware about what we do. So that means about sartorial details, about
so they understand what you do.
They understand what we do. So even for us, it's quite easy in store to convince them, because they are already convinced at 90%. So it's quite easy, and they understand. And if they come to us, it's because they are falling in love with that. They are looking for this kind of details that you cannot find everywhere.
Of course. So 4 stores, 2 in Paris, 1 in Brussels, that you are from Brussels originally, okay, and 1 in Milano, of course. And online, of course, that people at the United States, you sell a lot to the US? A
lot. I think it's one of the biggest market for sure. I'm not sure if this is the first one, but on the top 3 for sure.
Okay.
So yes.
I was asking you 3 questions ago, but I forgot to continue on that. So sneak peek of the next winter, 2024, 2025. You are speaking about, I don't know how we say this in English, raglan is the same name? The raglan overcoat?
Raglan coat,
Once again, if you ask somebody, where can I find a raglan overcoat ready to wear? I would be really embarrassed to answer that, but at Pini Parma, you can. So that's your positioning. I just realized how precise your positioning is. It's, you dress everybody with Italian flair, Italian chic, Italian elegance, literally, and at the same time, Italian nonchalance and, easy to wear, second skin idea. But at the same time, you can find some connoisseur things with a lot of sartorial details. And last but not least, for a fantastic price, we're going to finish on the price just after that. So, but I was interested in next winter. So raglan. Explain raglan.
So the raglan coat is a good alternative if you, let's say, already have a single-breasted overcoat.
Yes.
Because it's going to be a bit more casual.
Yes.
So you will be able to wear it during the weekend, but also on top of your suit during the week, thanks to the shoulder.
Yeah, we're going to show you pictures. The shoulder of a raglan doesn't have this sleeve head. It's straight from here.
Exactly.
And this is a little bit of a reminiscent of the 1950s, 40s for me, with a belt.
With the belt, that you can, of course, tighten it or not, because some people love to wear it also on the back. Again, this idea of nonchalance, because an overcoat can be also wear it open, of course.
Yes.
But we also do like the classic, for example, polo coat,
yes,
which is for us, again, a good classic.
Very important.
Polo coat, double-breasted, with a very high vent.
Do you do with a half belt on the
with
on
the
the
half
back?
belt,
Oh, wow.
with the vent closed by button, so you can unbutton it.
Yes.
We have also the soufflé on the back to be more comfortable when you put the arm forward.
Yeah, I think soufflé called gusset.
Gusset, yeah. You're right.
We are training our technical wording during this show.
That's correct.
Okay.
So you will be able to find that, and again, a wide selection of products. So beanies, for example, for winter upcoming. We do also gloves, very beautiful gloves made with deer skin, lined with cashmere, for example.
Okay.
So you will be able to find, let's say,
pretty much
look,
everything.
the full look, again, on the Italian way, made in Italy. So a lot of new things are coming, but we are still keeping, let's say, the line of Pini Parma, of course. So it's going to be natural color.
Yes.
Combined with
pastel color, very
colors.
soft. Yeah,
very soft. This is our DNA, so we will keep, of course, this line.
Okay. Question of the price. I know a lot of people are asking us, okay, all this sounds music to my ear, Italian style, best fabrics, Super 180 with Drago fabric for a safari jacket. All this is music to our ear. So now people want to know, well, will I be able to afford this? Okay, let's say a suit, two-piece, this suit, for example, magnificent suit. You can see it here. The lapels are beautiful, 2 buttons, peak lapels, patch pocket, magnificent trousers with it's a flannel. It's from Drago. Yeah. This one. Yep. It has a beautiful hand. I thought it would cashmere at the beginning, to be honest. Yeah. Or I thought there was at least a little bit of cashmere in it. So this suit, typically, how much?
So let's talk about the price range because it's going to be easier to understand. So more or less with 800 euros, you will be able to find a suit to us.
800 euro, that will be $850 these days, a little bit more.
Be careful because, of course, on the US market, the price are slightly different.
Yes.
But let's say more or less under the $1,000.
Just south, we say south of $1,000.
Yeah, you will be able to find Loro Piana fabric with a beautiful construction made in Napoli with, again, the sartorial detail.
Yes.
Fully canvas if you want to, or half canvas based on what you need or what you can afford, let's say.
Of course.
So yeah, this is what we are.
So just under $1,000 and around 850 in euros, more or less. But the very heart of your average basket, let's say at Pini Parma for a suit is around $1,000, a little bit under. Okay, which is fantastic. I don't know how you do that. You craft everything. So the suits are made in Napoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shirt as well, trousers as well, of course the coat as well. You will find also the knitwear made in Tuscany.
Yes.
There is also some shirt made in Puglia. Yeah.
Okay.
You will also find some shoes made in Région des Marches. Because this is exactly where the craftsmanship are.
Of course.
So we are going just to find them where they are based because this is the best way to work with them.
So it's 100% Italian.
100%.
So nothing else is made outside. It's all in Italy, which is what?
Just a small thing. Even the hangers on the store are made in Italy. Just
really?
to tell you how far we go into this concept. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There is nothing not made in Italy into the store.
This is fantastic. So that's Pini Parma, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very joyful today to at last have the opportunity to speak about this brand. We spoke about them a lot on Parisian Gentleman at the inception of the company, and I think but when I say we helped, not only us, because Thomas Pini is a very talented man, he's working with his wife Claudia, right? And together they are some kind of a powerhouse in terms of work. And I know that Thomas has a very safe eye. He's the soul of this company. It's his name, Parma, because he's born in Parma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just very simple. Pini Parma. It's a nice name actually, and is we were not surprised of the success of this brand, but we were surprised of the speed of success. And it was very important for us to understand, because when you told me that the majority of your clientele is a clientele of people who are passionate, who are buying suits not because they have to, even if you're, I suppose, in your right bank Parisian store in Rue de la Boétie, you still have some bankers, lawyers, and people who don't have the choice. They have to buy. But it's good for them to come to Pini Parma rather to go to some crazy brands who will sell them, let's say, plastic with the price of gold. So that's another story. But but your main clientele is passionate, and it comes to Pini Parma because that's the only place you can find in ready-to-wear sartorial details and, let's say, sartorial sophistication that normally you can only find on made-to-measure. You also offer a little bit of made-to-measure when necessary?
Yeah, we also do made-to-measure, but of course only in store.
Yes.
Because if there is people coming from US, if they ask, you have to get in store, of course, to get measured by us. But we also do made-to-measure if you don't find what you are looking for into the ready-to-wear stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, if you need it in terms of measurement, this is also a way to go for a shoot.
Yeah, but the heart of your business remains ready to wear.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think a company like you, and you're not a lot, the only one I know, who really, we need people like you on the market. Even if on this channel we know we all advocate a lot for bespoke, of course, and made to measure, but we also need a real high-level, fantastic value for money proposal in ready to wear. Because even me, sometimes, I'm bespoke fully, but sometimes I have, I don't know, I need a suffrage jacket quickly because I go to an event. I don't want to be overdressed. I want to do a little bit toned down. Of course, going to Pini Parma. I will come to you. We have a deal now in September, October. We'll do some pictures, by the way, because I announced it. We're gonna air this episode first, and then after I'm gonna go do a full. I'm very interested in corduroy. I don't have corduroy jacket. No, I don't. I don't, specifically not double-breasted like that. And you said that with a white pant, it will be beautiful?
It will be very beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. So thank you very much, Romain, for your visit. Pini Parma, 4 stores. Brussels, Paris, and Milano, and a project in London.
Upcoming,
is that correct?
Upcoming for 2025.
2025, people from the UK, you will have the opportunity to have a store in London by Pini Parma. It's official. I mean, it's not signed.
It's not signed, but this is official for sure. 2025, you will be able to find us over there.
Fabulous. And then for the people who live not in a place where they have a store, you have the online shop, you have the customer service. I mean, it is safe to buy at Pini Parma, and honestly, for this kind of price, I think you are doing a great job. So it was a pleasure to have you today. Do you have a message for our viewers? Anything you want to add to this discussion?
I'm really happy to be there because we have plenty of US customer and let's say English speaker. Yeah. So it's nice to also explain them, and maybe they will discover us thanks to that.
Yes.
So feel free to come in store. We will help you with pleasure. And if you don't have the possibility to come in store, through the website, as you say, it's quite easy with the free return. Yeah. So don't be.
And beautiful pictures, and it's something also that is very, very distinctive of Pini Parma. The style is always impeccable. There's nothing to say. And on the channel like Sartorial Talks, if the style is impeccable, everything is fantastic in the best of the world. Thank you, Romain, for your visit. I give you an appointment, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode on Sartorial Talks. And take a look. Pini Parma, extremely interesting ready-to-wear with sartorial details. See you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.